Hey, good afternoon there, sweet peas. Basic Prepper Mom Myra here. And sorry I still have the old sheet up because the kittens have decided that they still want to shred things. So I'm not going to put my curtain up yet. So y'all get to look at my ugly sheet still. Anyway, I want to talk about food sustainability. So you can do anything to be able to grow your own food and produce more food for yourself and your family, no matter what living situation you're in. Whether you're in an apartment, a suburban area, you have a lot of land, there's always something you can do. And whether you're vegetarian, vegan, or you are a meat eater, there's always things that you can do to add to your stores, to add to your food. So if you live in an apartment situation, even if you have a little tiny balcony or patio, you can do container gardening. There's things you can do out there. If you don't have that, there are options for you as well. There are systems that you can either buy or make with hydroponics that are vertical gardening, that are very, very space saving for you. And you can actually produce quite a bit in a small area for your family. If you have a lot of ordinances and cities and towns have now made it possible for people to have laying chickens for egg purposes. And it's like 3 to 5. Well, if you have room for chickens, you have room for rabbits. That's right. Rabbits are a great protein source and they raise up pretty fast. So they don't have to be that old before they're processed out. They're very inexpensive. They're very quiet. They're easy to take care of. They're pretty low maintenance and they reproduce quite a bit. So if you're looking for a protein source, meat rabbits are definitely a great option for you. A lot of places, and to be honest, if you had to raise rabbits in an apartment, you probably could do it, but you didn't hear that from me. Anyway. A lot of people are also doing meat chickens. Now we do meat chickens. We do the Cornish cross broilers, which are a fast growing variety. They're kind of a Franken chicken. They're disgusting. They're filthy, dirty chickens. I'm just going to tell you right now. But they are able to be processed out at 6 to 8 weeks. So they're a very fast growing variety. Laying chickens, you have dual purpose birds. So heavier breed birds like Brahmas, Morans, Plymouth Rocks, Wyandottes. They're a fatter, heavier breed and they're really great egg layers, but they're dual purpose because they're also meat. They also use them for meat as well because of their heavy body. Some people are also doing dairy goats. So miniature dairy goats, wonderful source of milk. Nigerians are great. Most Nigerians are the size of a medium-sized dog. They tend to be pretty quiet. They tend to be very docile, very friendly, and they tend to not really get out as much or cause an issue like pygmies or other goats do. Great source. Nige milk is very high in fat content, which makes it great for cheese and butter and stuff like that. And they do have a very, very mild flavor to them. Currently right now, we've got 2 mini La Manchas and a mini Nubian that we use for milk as well. If that's something that you do. And then of course you go into larger livestock. Well, unfortunately, as human food is going up, so is livestock feed. And I don't know about where you're at, but where I'm at right now, our hay prices are about $26 a bale, which is absolutely outrageous. My chicken feed, I used to pay like $14 to $15 a bag. I'm now paying $23 a bag. So it definitely has started going up. Now, if you're in a position that maybe you are a meat eater, and you can't produce livestock, or you don't have the ability to produce livestock, you can't really raise anything. What I would suggest is definitely raise more produce and see if you can find someone to barter with. Me, I can't grow anything. I have a black thumb. I kill cactus. Not kidding you. I can raise and process livestock and I'm pretty okay with that, but I can't grow anything. Fortunately, my mom currently lives on the property with us and she can grow anything. So thankful for that. But I have bartered in the past for produce. I would make cheese or for our eggs or our chicken that we raise and process out, I would barter produce and it worked out really well that way. If you are in a position, like if you're a meat eater, just saying, if you're a meat eater, what I would suggest is maybe find someone who would be willing to show you how to process out animals. I'm fortunate. My husband used to hunt years ago, knows how to pretty much process out certain animals. Sorry about that. And we have friends along the way who processed out and taught us how to do that. So we're very fortunate that we know how to do that. Even if you're not in a situation that you are able to raise your livestock, it's a really good idea to know what the process is, to have that ability that if something were to happen, and if for some reason you had to go and hunt your protein, and at least you know kind of the basics on where to start on that. If you're into canning and vegetable gardening, if you're not sure about that, reach out to people. Hey, can you show me how to do this? Can I watch you do you have any tips or hints? You should already be making those connections with people in your community, but definitely start reaching out. Take classes, workshops, or just find somebody that's a really great homesteader that wouldn't mind having you sit in on a canning session, or, you know, hey, I'll help you can if you could just show me the ropes, I will be there and you just tell me what to do, kind of thing. So reach out to those people. Definitely start looking at workshops, things that make you more self-sustainable. It doesn't matter where you're at, doesn't matter where you live. If you're in a big city metropolitan area, typically there's country somewhere within your radius that you can reach out and see if people will do classes, workshops, things like that. Sometimes your local supermarket, the butcher will actually be able to do classes and kind of basic one-on-one or the 101 basics of butchering and kind of the cuts of meat of stuff of different animals. So if that's something that you're into. And if you're not, like I said, there's other options. Look into gardening, hydroponics, find somebody that's into either aquaponics, hydroponics, find someone that you can mentor with, but start really making those connections because it is definitely going to get more expensive, and we definitely are going to be looking at ourselves to provide for our families. So once again, if you have any questions or comments, please reach out to me, and I hope you guys have a great and amazing day, and we'll talk to you next time.